If you are curious about the oil and gas industry in Malaysia, or if you are interested in the oil and gas industry in Malaysia, then you are in the right place, because in this particular series, you and I are going to look into the oil and gas industry in Malaysia, and the goal is to actually help you understand where the oil and gas industry in Malaysia has been, where it is at the current moment, or the status of the industry today, and also the future of the oil and gas industry in Malaysia, or what it is projected to be as the years progress. And this is very important if you are an entrepreneur or a business person who is looking to get involved across the oil and gas value chain in Malaysia. Because if you are going to tap into the opportunities that exist, you need to understand the structure of the industry. You need to understand how that sector operates in Malaysia, including the legal and fiscal policies that govern the industry. You also need to understand who are the current players and how you can be able to work with them or collaborate with them, especially when you consider such policies as local content that would actually aim at helping local businesses within Malaysia. Oil and gas industry provides a lot of opportunities to business people or entrepreneurs who want to supply goods and services to the sector. And if you would want me to help you to be able to tap into some of those business opportunities, especially when it comes to the upstream oil and gas value chain, I'm opening up a few slots for serious entrepreneurs, and you can be able to access them using the details that are provided using the link in the description below. And if this is the first time that you are meeting, I am Joe, and I create videos about oil and gas industry on a weekly basis on this YouTube channel. I have been in the upstream sector for over a decade, working with the local businesses and entrepreneurs who have been trying or who actually want to tap into the opportunities that come in the upstream oil and gas sector. These are businesses that want to supply goods or services to the operations or activities across the upstream industry. And if you are one of those, or if you would want to look into that, then I would be willing and I would be very happy to have a conversation with you. Oil and gas plays a very big role in the economy of Malaysia, and it is projected that it will continue to be a key player when it comes to the economy in Malaysia. In fact, if you were to look at the numbers, you would see why this is the case. In Southeast Asia, Malaysia is the second largest producer of oil in the region, and it is also the third largest exporter of LNG. And these are the things that make oil and gas industry in Malaysia to contribute about or over 20% to the annual GDP, and also to generate a great deal of revenues when it comes to the export. So you really cannot have a conversation about oil and gas industry in the world, or actually within the Southeast Asia, without discussing Malaysia, because it's a major player of the oil and gas industry in that particular region. And as a person who wants to participate in that particular industry in Malaysia, or if you are just curious about knowing about the oil and gas industry in Malaysia, you need to take time to actually understand the industry. And for you to be able to do this, I am going to share with you 3 key segments or 3 key sectors that constitute the oil and gas industry in Malaysia. And those are, you need to learn about the upstream oil and gas industry in Malaysia, the midstream oil and gas industry in Malaysia, as well as the downstream oil and gas industry in Malaysia. Being able to have a clearer picture or a broader picture of the oil and gas industry in Malaysia provides you with a great opportunity to be able to participate or to tap into the emerging or existing business opportunities across the entire value chain, or across the entire petroleum value chain in Malaysia. Maybe you're not even looking to do business in the oil and gas industry in Malaysia. Maybe you're looking for a job opportunity, or you want to get involved in the industry so that you can be able to advance your career. Being able to understand the entire oil and gas industry in Malaysia gives you an opportunity for you to actually be able to know what it is that you can be able to do, the job opportunities that are available across the value chain, and then you can be able to position yourself so that you can be of value to the industry in Malaysia. Now, whether you are looking for a job in the oil and gas industry in Malaysia, or whether you want to do business within the oil and gas value chain in Malaysia, you need to start by actually learning and understanding about the entire oil and gas value chain in Malaysia. And I do believe that this is where you need to start. This is the first video of the many that we are going to actually produce when it comes to having conversations about the oil and gas industry in Malaysia. And if you would want to have a chat with me, if you would want to engage me on any topic in relation to this, feel free to actually leave a comment in any of the videos that I'm going to produce. And like I mentioned, if you do want my help when it comes to looking or tapping into the business opportunities across the upstream oil and gas sector, I have opened a few slots that are available to a few entrepreneurs or business owners who would want to look into the industry. I have been in the upstream sector for over a decade, working with the local businesses and entrepreneurs who have been trying or who actually want to tap into the opportunities that come in the upstream oil and gas sector. These are businesses that want to supply goods or services to the operations or activities across the upstream industry. And if you are one of those, or if you would want to look into that, then I would be willing and I would be very happy to have a conversation with you. And if you have enjoyed this conversation, I want you to watch the video on your screen right now. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not, and I'm going to see you in the next video.